Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away to start. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to get.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. Open runway ahead. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Finds a little bit of room, give him a couple down to the 23. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And the Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harbor. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short. Now set up in a first and goal situation.
Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He's going to bring it out from deep. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Nice pitch and catch between the quarterback and fullback. When the defense gives up one to the fullback, it's like somebody stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose.
Yeah, and you think fullback, you think block.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here and lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and his defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They'll give it to him again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Selden. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
You're down. Obviously, the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Man, a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Trying to run, it's Lewis. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The hand to the running back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Ready to try the point after. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska was able to come away with the win, as they have so many times there in Lincoln, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Jumped on top of the pile. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He caught it. Snowed under by the defense.
And sometimes I think there are decisions, and you got to make the tough decisions, and that's your job. That's why you get paid the big bucks, but I'm taking the lead. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm taking no chances.
They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Barrels ahead. He didn't get there. Knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line. It's 1st down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
They'll try the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Trying to get behind the defense. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that.
Say, I should have kicked that field goal the first time.
His own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in
cool.
it. That time they weren't able
to
come
read
up
the
with
play
it.
anyway.
Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
This defense has to hold it
Sounds
right
good.
where it is.
Shit,
Score tied late in the game. Power football with the run.
Out of there. Get back, man. Fuck off of me.
Several
This shit
defenders
all
get an assist on that tackle.
get the field goal to win. They do.
As we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game.
We just want to milk the clock. Nonsense. Fuck.
This offense set
Flying
up with
over
a
the
2nd
field
and
goal.
short. From the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They're facing a 3rd down.
I think you want to block the mud. Like, I'm really going to go out that way. Oh, he gone.
They'll try
He
to
gone.
pick it up on the
He
ground.
gone. He gone, huh?
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great
Oh,
job by
God.
the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the
Run that
waiting
bit.
moments.
Run that bit. Oh, come on. Tight end.
Touchdown ball! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Oh, man. How you gotta throw that big beat,
Game
man?
tied late in the ballgame.
You know you can't do that unless you put a span on.
They come up with it late. Take
You
the
know,
lead.
bad.
Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry
They
about
gonna
messing
spam
up.
him hard before the turtle.
Take the lead.
They try to spam,
Almost
man.
ready to
You
kick it
know,
away.
that shit,
After
we got
scoring the
that shit.
touchdown.
We got that shit, man.
Going for the return.
Oh,
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
yeah.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field.
Oh,
There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their
I like
attack, Jesse.
I like
It comes
it.
down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't
Fuck, I
let the
put him in my
moment
pick,
get too
man.
big. Play within yourself,
long,
David, because
man.
this guy's practiced the situation before.
Oh, he's
No
going
doubt.
to
Use the
me,
sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeout.
Well,
Looking to
Okay.
pass, it's Sellers.
oh, pick. Oh,
He
nigga.
had that one
Pick
stuck
that
in the
bitch,
ground,
nigga.
and if he had held on,
You
that
supposed to
might have
pick
been
that
around.
bitch.
Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, they've thrown
See,
two
I
straight
know what was
incompletions,
going on.
and they just need to play pitch and catch on
It's
this next
all
play. They're
right.
down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot
Oh.
to win.
Makes the grab.
Ah, this
And
shit
they'll
fake as
finally
fuck.
bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That shit is so fake. They got a cat
He'll
on
come out
shit.
rolling on first down.
Everybody I put him in
Makes the
the
grab. It's Harbor. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score.
don't
Great
believe in the
execution to
offense.
get the first down. We need a lot more of
They
this
showed
in
the
this
shit
drive.
with nigga all game.
He's going to pass.
Gotta make me a
Finds
believe,
some
son.
time.
That's,
Swings it
that's supposed to be a
downfield.
pick, nigga.
Connection to the
You
right.
let that nigga catch
And they'll
that shit.
finally
That's supposed
catch
to be
up to
a
him,
pick,
but not
nigga.
before a big
Nigga put
chunk
that
of
bitch right in
yardage
your
is picked
fucking
up.
face.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They march to the red zone, and here they go. And the pressure
Hey.
will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting
If
moment.
you gonna scout, you gotta scout, nigga.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Trying to get to
Oh.
it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. It's Sellers.
Shit in the bag, man. Oh, yeah,
Unloads
pick
it
off.
left.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they dialed up a shot play, but they
Oh,
couldn't make the
hold the
connection.
pick, that dude.
Well, I know it
They
hasn't
gonna
been a
keep putting that
tremendous
bitch in my
statistically
face.
for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the bellwether.
Hey, hey,
On
ball.
4th down, trying to
I heard.
find his man. Complete
Listen.
downfield. They stop it.
What we doing?
They'll turn it over on
The
down.
fuck? What we
Here
doing?
comes the offense on 1st down. Running
Pick
back
off.
searching for a
Nigga finna
hole.
break off. Nigga finna break one off.
Finds a crease at the 20.
Nigga finna break one
And
off.
he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He hurls
Oh,
one
see, I'm
deep
gonna
down
do
the
one.
left side. And as
Shit.
the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays,
talking about that
making
shit.
the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this
Oh,
team
that
has
nigga was
guys
good,
that have
huh?
played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
I started
And I
like
think
terrible,
belief is
nigga.
what you build.
Like
That
terrible.
confidence, you know you're going to win.